Day 97 to the glory of God. So today we're gonna do just a bunch of different movements. I'll do like 5 reps a piece for push. So you just have a bunch of different renditions of push, a bunch of different renditions of pull, a bunch of different renditions of squat and hinge. And then of course lunge matrix is already 8 different movement patterns for a lunge. So I think that's pretty good. And then rotation as well. We'll do a bunch of different renditions. So here we go. This is it. Like we'll do the active rest and then tomorrow. And then I'm gonna talk through, setting up programming, I think, to continue this, and then 100 days, just like that. Boom. Cool, here we go. So we'll start with push-ups. Those are the easiest, most consistent. Again, I'm glutes flexed, quads flexed, abs engaged, shoulders down and back. And then I can flip over and I could do the same thing, but from the floor press. We've already done vertical tricep, right, on a bench or a chair or whatever, and then overhead press. And then I can do any single arm version of that or seesaw version of that, whether it's the push-ups, floor press, dips, overhead press, right? And then we can do like jerks where I'm using legs with that. I can combine squats with any of these or combine ab workout, some sort of ab engagement with any of these, but that's pretty much it. And then the row we've got here, pretty simple horizontal. We've got vertical or upright row here. We could do seesaw versions. We can do single arm version. I can add rotation to it. I can rotate into a press, right? So show that again, rotate into a press, as long as I'm not putting undue strain on my back. Then of course we have pull-ups. So there we go. And so with pull-ups, I could do close grip pull-ups. I could do shoulder width grip pull-ups. I could do wide grip pull-ups. I could pull to one side and the other. Let's see if I can do, going in this way. Right? So I can put my hands back, right? And do pull-ups that way. So there's a bunch of different renditions of pull-ups as well. I can start changing my grip as well if I want to do that. So with squat, essentially, right, I could do front-loaded squats. I could do back-loaded squats. A little bit harder to do with a dumbbell. But if I'm loading on the back and I squat versus loading on the front and I squat, I'm just gonna see that slight difference in the torso. And if you didn't look, so back here and then up here, right, I'm able to kind of sit further back in that squat on that front load. The reason why I like and I do the front loaded squats is I'm gonna actually engage my abs more in the front loaded than in the back loaded. And I want more vertical engagement. I want my shoulders and my biceps and my arms to get involved in that squat. And I want to be able to sit further back, really work glute as much as I'm working the quad in that squat. And not that you won't not, you will definitely still work the quad, right, in the squat. So then I can change just how I can even hold suitcase carry. I can do squats this way. I can do squats this way. I can do sumo squat or wide squat and then toes out, sumo squat. So a bunch of renditions there. And then I can even do like split squat or a squat where I'm actually loading the toe and I go heel up here. So very much like the Bulgarian where I'm up here, but I've actually got my toe loaded here. So I'm putting far more load through my, in this case, my left quad than my right quad. And then same thing here as I do my squat. And so I can kind of split it up a little bit. And so I can split it all the way back to here where it's more like a lunge, or I could just do a slight split squat in this rendition. I could do the same thing for my hinge. So hinge, again, I can hold here, I can hold up here, I can even hold here. I could do a belly hold, right? This is gonna be the easiest version, except for the biceps and shoulders and back have to work a little bit more here. I can change up my feet width, so I can go feet all the way together. I can go feet hip and shoulder width apart. I can go toes out a little bit. I can go wide, hinge, or deadlift. I can do sumo deadlift. So there's a bunch of different renditions of the hinge as well. And I could do the same thing. I can load partially or do a split type deadlift, where I've got now a lot more load on this front leg than on this back leg. I'm turning that back leg off or turning it down, just like I'm trying to turn the train down. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so those are a bunch of different renditions there. And then rotation, I haven't really showed this. It used to be kind of a mainstay, but I could do a seated twist where I'm leaning back and I can go further out to make it harder, right? I could just do hands, right? I could do hands here into, I did throw, into punch, right? Into weighted punch. That's maybe a lighter weight would be better. I could do a throw, boom, right, where I wouldn't want to throw my dumbbell. In this case, I'm outside, so it's fine. But if I have a ball or a sandbag or something like that, I could do throws. With that rotation, I can rotate from here and throw. I can even do that here. I could do a diagonal rotation up and across. Rotate up and across. Right, there's a bunch of different ways to create rotation. And then I could do loaded lunge matrix, right? I could do arm driver lunge matrix. I can load with the sandbag or the slam ball or whatever here. I can even do where I'm actually, I could create outside rotation with each one of my lunges. I can do inside rotation, which feels totally different and a little bit more secure, just depending on which way. I could do where I'm actually doing a raise or a swing, or even a press at the furthest distance of that lateral lunge, boom, boom. Or I could do ipsilateral, so the inside pressing with that lunge matrix. So the list is endless. It's only bound by your creativity. When I taught fitness, that was what I would tell people all of the time. You're only limited by your creativity. And as long as you have a program that you're sticking to, and then watching yourself slowly either be able to produce more force with each rep, so adding weight, going faster, going further distance or deeper, those are all three ways where I can see the force load increase. Or you're able to add more sets. So you did 3 sets on the first day, the first week, and then the second or third week, you added a 4th set. Or you're adding repetitions, right? So kind of endurance within. So the first week you did 10 reps, the second week you did 11 reps, right? That's all progressive overload for more of a strength endurance type look. Total volume as well is going to increase, but total volume is going to increase faster with sets. So you're seeing now that you have this incredible way in which to structure how our bodies were created so that we can get stronger, so that we can produce force, so that we can mitigate or reduce the chance for injury. We can increase coordination. All of these things are happening as we're working through these different variations and variables of our workout. What I would highly suggest though is whatever workout you choose, whatever exercises you choose, do them for at least 3 weeks, if not 6 weeks, if not 8 weeks. I know 8 weeks probably seems boring, but that's where you're going to get the most adaptation, the most improvement physiologically. And then change it up, and then change it up again, and then change it up again. Every 3 to 8 weeks, you're going to change it up. And you could do complete and total different changes where you're totally setting up your exercises different, you're setting up your sets and reps different, or you could just do subtle changes. Oh, I'm going to add this exercise and take away that exercise and things like that. So yeah, I hope that helps on the last strength day to kind of see how that structure works. And I love you and I'm praying for you.